Good morning. Hi, I'm Kristin Omdahl and welcome back to Yarn on the Beach. This is episode 200 and we're here in Southwest Florida at Bonita Beach watching the sunrise over the buildings and the trees to the east. And this is the Gulf of Mexico behind me. We've got some loud-ish waves this morning, which sounds lovely. Thank you, DJ. If you're joining me live, please say hello. Tell me where you're from. Say anything you want, or tell me what you're working on this morning. Hi Judy, hi Beatrice, thanks for joining me live. This is our 200th episode, which is so crazy, but we do meet down here 6 days a week, so it actually didn't even take that much time. Thanks Sherry, this is my Sweet Clara top. I'm wearing my crocheted Sweet Clara top and beaded tassel earrings this morning. Thank you, Judy. Thanks, Lily. Hi, Christine. Hi, Christy. Hi, Pamela. Thanks for joining, everybody. Yeah, congratulations to you, too. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you guys, too. Hi, Mar. Hi, Karen. Reminds me of the 100th episode, because it was the first, I guess, milestone that we had. Thank you, Karen. Remember, I got stranded in a parking lot, and my car died, or the car battery died, and wasn't sure if I was going to even make it down here. And it was such a cool experience to realize that Yarn on the Beach was a state of mind, is what I learned that day, and that what we all do for each other and how kind and supportive we are for each other around these beautiful natural surroundings is what Yarn on the Beach means to me. And so it was a great lesson learned at the 100th episode. So now here we are at the 200th episode. And gosh, 100 doesn't even feel like that was that long ago. But anyway, I feel the same way. If anybody else wants to share what Yarn on the Beach means to them, I think this is a good day to do that. And if your comments scroll quickly and you want to leave a comment after the video goes to recording, that would be fantastic too, because I would love to read that later today. Cynthia's working on a Mandala Madness blanket. That sounds fun. Sherry's wearing a bracelet. Oh, I'm wondering if you told me about this and I don't remember now. Maybe you made a bracelet? Hi Gail, thanks for joining live. It is super sunny out here this morning. So pretty. See so you don't see the shadows. Yeah, positive vibes, Jane. Definitely. Always good to start the day with positive vibes. You never know what life's going to throw at you throughout the day, but you know, starting on a high note is always a good idea. Which reminds me, there was something I wanted to talk about soonish, and if I don't say it now, I'll possibly forget. So one of the things that I wanted to mention about journaling, and something that really is even broader than journaling, it's more about keeping that good state of mind in your head. And it's the fact, something that I learned just recently, and it ties in very much with what we've learned over the years about mind over matter and laws of attraction and positive thinking, and how incredibly powerful positive thinking is. And there was something that I think was implied and not really understandable for many years for me, and maybe for you too, which is why I want to share it. And that is that when you're thinking bad thoughts because you're stressed out or you're scared or worried about anything, let's just make it as broad as possible because it could be anything. And people will say, well, think positive thoughts and it'll get better. And you know, yes, that is true. But the key to that, you don't have to think positive thoughts about the thing that's bothering you. That's mind-blowing when you think about it, because I think that's what's been implied for like as far back as I can remember, talking about positive energy and positive thinking. It does not have to be about the thing that's freaking you out. You don't have to put a positive spin on something that scares you or makes your heart race or makes your throat close up. All you have to do is think about something positive. So let's say you're freaked out about anything, right? It could be anything. The trigger to calm yourself down is just think about something that brings you joy. Maybe it's an armful of baby kittens that are purring and looking at you or sleeping. or maybe it's a little puppy that's wagging his tail and licking your face, or maybe it's something else that makes you incredibly happy. Maybe it's waking up without an alarm clock because the beautiful sunshine is spilling through your window. Maybe it's listening to waves or thinking about one of your happiest memories. It doesn't have to be about the thing that you're freaked out about. And what it does is it elevates your energy again, like we talked about starting our day with positive vibes here. Starting your day at a higher elevation, like raising that elevation, is a powerful way to start your day. But we all know there are things that are going to make us go up and down in the road throughout the day. Bad news, running late, someone not being as nice as you wanted them to be, not getting the answer you want, not hearing anything. There's all sorts of things, right? Or really bad news. And the thing to pull yourself out of it is to think about anything that brings you joy. Anything. And I think that's the part about positive thinking that's been missing in the teachings that I've learned over the years. And when it came to me, I forget how I learned about it, but it was over a month ago or so. I thought it was just so huge. And the bugs are back. So I brought some weird things to show you this morning. Well, not weird, but something different than I normally show you. Whatever things are true, whatever things are honest, whatever things are no. I think I'm missing something. Oh, that's wonderful, Brenda. I'm so glad. Okay, Jane, yeah, that's a good thing. So think about the details of what you remember from your memories on Nantucket. So maybe it's a certain smell, or the details in some particular view, or imagine yourself touching something in that memory. Anything you can do to make it a memory more tactile makes it more powerful too. Thanks, Jay Yodi. Yeah, Sean, we all need reminders. Doesn't matter where you're at, what you're going through, we're all, human beings are more alike than we are different, and we all have the same things. We all have the same issues, same fun stuff, same bad stuff. It all ends up being very similar. Thank you, I love my Sweet Clara top. So today I'm wearing it over black. I normally don't wear it over black. I normally wear it over a navy blue background or a much lighter background. But today I have black stretchy walking shorts and a black tank top, and I thought that was super cute, and it was a great way to tie in wearing my black tassel earrings and Be So Fine yarn and my hot pink flower in my hair. So I like tying in all the colors together. Hi Edna, Cynthia, is it knit? Nope, this is crocheted. This is crocheted from the top down. You start with foundation ovals here, raglan shaping to the armhole openings, and then work straight all the way to the bottom. There is a pattern on my website. There are charts with the pattern. It comes in a bunch of sizes, and there's an 8-part video series for it that's available on my YouTube channel. So all sorts of ways. Yes, Jane, you should make the top. I don't think I've met anybody that made it and didn't love it. This has been a crowd pleaser. I love mine too. I've made 3 of them. I've made a long sleeve version, I've made the short sleeve version, and I've made a dress version. Missing some comments, that's okay. What size am I wearing? I'm wearing the 36-inch. It's a real flowy top, so there's lots of give in it. It's a very flexible size. Is there a similar top in knit? Similar exactly? No, but I have lots of knit tops and lots of crochet tops on my website. You're welcome to go to the free pattern directory and search by style. You can search by pullovers, you can search by vests, you can search by shawls, anything, and there's all sorts of patterns there. Or you could look at my Ravelry library too. Tons of patterns there. Ah, someone's wearing a dress they made for the 200th episode. Wonderful. Great. Okay, so I normally show you what I'm working on and that sort of stuff, and I'm still working on this shawl. in the edging now, so definitely in the home stretch, but I made a mistake 8 rows back, and instead of unraveling it, I tried to fudge it as I go, and it means that every lace row, which is every 4 rows right now, I have a mess at the beginning of my row, and I don't know, I guess I shouldn't have done that, but I'm sticking with it now. So I started a new lace row this morning, and I've already had to stop and unravel, so I will not be knitting today. Hi from Denmark, thanks for joining us live. So I wanted to show you some of the pieces from my closet that I've either bought or I'm repurposing, all the things that I am pulling off to the side to think about new crochet on fabric projects. And I thought it'd be fun to show you guys the concepts and maybe get your feedback and see what you guys would like to see me make next. Wouldn't that be fun? I think sometimes it'll be fun if I can show you a handful of things and then maybe through a poll or just through comments on the videos. And that's how we'll start today. Just leave a comment on the recorded video or later today when the broadcast goes recorded, and tell me what you'd like to see worked up next in these crochet on fabric projects. So, brought a handful of things. This is a scarf. This was a gift from a friend of mine. And so this scarf I'm thinking about turning into the bottom of a crocheted vest. You could crochet or knit. What I want to do is pick up and work along the side edge of this and add some gathering to it so that it ends up being, you know, kind of gathered throughout, and then adding a yoke. So I'm going to do this one with motifs. You can see some of them. It's like this is part of the back. So imagine that joined to this, and then there'll be a front too. So this would be either a vest or a tank top eventually. So there's that kind of idea. So then once I do that, I'll show you what yarns I've used. I'll show you the size of you wear net suit. I don't know what that means. Then I'll show you what size scarf to buy or find in your closet, and then I'll show you how to create the motifs and join them to the body to make a garment out of it. So we're going to take a 2-dimensional scarf and turn it into a 3-dimensional garment with crochet. This one is a top from my closet. I have it inside out so I can show you what I want to do with it. I bought this when I was much heavier than I am now, and it's only a large, so I'm not even sure about that. But it's a beautiful sheer stitch pattern, and it has different panels of stitches, which means it'll be easy for me to take a seam ripper. What I want to do is cut off the sleeves, and I want to cut off the yoke up here so that from this line down it'll still be this garment, and I think it has buttons up front, so I'll show you the front now. I wanted to show you the seams to show you where I'd be ripping the seams out. So you could go shopping in clearance, you could go shopping at Goodwill, you could go look through your own closet, and you would want to find a really sheer, beautiful fabric that you love, and you'd want to find something that has finished seams already so that you could cut off the yoke and the sleeves, and we're going to turn this into either a pullover or a dress or a tunic, something like that. So I'll be recreating the sleeves and the yoke on this piece. I think that's going to be really fun. Let's see what else. Oh, I brought a couple of pieces that I've already done little bits of crochet on fabric. You can find these patterns on my website. This is a tank top where I added some crochet to it that makes it really decorative. And this one too. These are videos on my YouTube channel as well as patterns on my website. Okay, now while I'm doing all this demo, I will not be able to see too many of your comments, so if you really have a strong opinion about one of these that you'd like to see me make, please feel welcome to come back and place your votes, because it can be more than one item. Place your votes on the items you'd like to see redone. Oh, speaking of which, on this one, once I cut off that yoke and the sleeves, I could use those to then replace the body with knitting or crochet too. Wouldn't that be cool? You could actually make 2 tops out of this. What I think would be fun is to take the yoke and the sleeves and then do some sort of a wrap top with it. So the yoke and the sleeves could be joined with knitting and crochet, and then the body could then, without the sleeves and the yoke, be joined with knitting and crochet. So you could make 2 tops out of this. I think that's awesome. So this was a dress that I bought on Amazon that I thought was going to be super cute to wear here for Yarn on the Beach in the morning. It has a 2-color ombre, and it's just a stretchy tank top dress. And what happened is I got it, and it's way too short for me. Like, there's no way I could sit in this and not show the world way too much. So what I was thinking is that this would be a fantastic candidate for adding a crochet or knit edging to the bottom. And I was specifically thinking about using Be So Fine yarn in colorway Blue Danube. And I think that this will end up being, so it'll still be, it won't be a long dress, I don't think, but it'll be beautiful once I add some edging to it. I love this dress. And this is already in my Amazon shop because I put it in there when I bought it, and I love it, so I kept it there. But I've been keeping it on the back burner from showing you because it's something that I want to turn into a craft project. So that again, super cute. Super cute. Forget what other colors it comes in, but oh, then this one is also an Amazon purchase. This is a wrap maxi dress. I bought this one with a specific idea in mind. I don't know if you can see that much of it if I don't try it on. I'm not sure I'm going to try it on today either. But it's a wrap maxi dress, and it's a true wrap dress. It's not the fake faux wrap dress. So it's actually, you know, one piece, kind of like a robe. A wrap dress is like a robe. I'm going to have to try it on to show you. Okay, so it goes on like that. This piece goes through here. And then they come around and tie wherever you want to tie it. So what I want to do with this one is crochet along the vertical line that comes down here and goes all the way down to the hem on at least the side that comes on the outside. Maybe not on the inside. And I want to do this one in a contrast color. I think Be So Fine yarn in Ice Silver Fox, Pure Gold, Lilac Memories. I think going in the purples or the grays or the neutrals, I think would all be, pink damask would be beautiful with this. This is a dark teal. So it's going to be definitely a little more evening-ish when I'm done, but awesome. I'm excited about that one. I think it'll be absolutely gorgeous. And wrap dresses are absolutely fantastic for women with curves. It does not matter what size you are. It just matters that if it cinches in at the waist, it always makes a curvy girl look cuter when you can show off your curves. Always. Just needs Spanx or something else like that underneath. So it obviously did not look good on me right now because I have lots of layers on and I'm not ready for it, but I assure you it is really pretty on with, you know, in the appropriate times. So I took something old from my closet, and this you could find, these are Lucky brand maxi skirts that are sold in their bathing suit cover-up department, and they're available still on Amazon, and you can find all sorts of maxi skirts anywhere. But what I want to do with a maxi, this is a maxi skirt that has that fold-over waistband, which I'm not a super huge fan of. I mean, sometimes I am. Sometimes it's okay. Most of the time I don't like them though. So I'm suggesting we're going to keep it up like this, so it ends up being your natural waist or maybe even a little higher. And I want to crochet or knit a tank top right onto this and make it a dress. So imagine if this started at the shoulders and hung down from your shoulders. You could do that with motifs, you could do that with lace, you could do that with solid, you could do that with 2 rectangles, you could do it with a shaped piece. Doesn't really matter. But what I want to do is add the tank top onto the skirt and turn it into a dress. And I have 3 different maxi skirts in my closet that are all sitting there and waiting for the technique. Yeah, it'd be really, really, really pretty. And then you just wear a tank top underneath for any holes or needing any support or to cover up your bra, and done. Done, done. It'll be so cute. So then got a handful of my Redbubble scarves because I wanted to show you some of the ideas I have for these as well. So I have a few projects coming out in my next book that will be crochet on fabric for 2 Redbubble scarves. One was turned into a cocoon shrug and the other one was turned into a Ruana, and they're gorgeous and I can't wait to show you. But I'm thinking that if we use 2 Redbubble scarves like in the same print, like this mermaid scale print. This is a mermaid scale print that has a gradient to it. It starts with turquoise and ends with a darker teal. And so I'm suggesting that we could make dresses out of these by adding crochet edging. Okay, let me explain it first. So if you add edging to the tops of these, somebody just said in all caps, too fast. Am I talking too fast? Am I moving too fast? I don't know, I get excited. No idea what that was about. Maybe it's for somebody else. So, on these rectangles, pretend like they're giant motifs, right? So let's say you made a square motif and you're going to do the outside joining round on them. So you do an outside joining round on each of them, and on the second one, green ombre, couple breast and add crochet lace. Yeah, there's all sorts of things we can do. I mean, we could talk about altering Redbubble scarves all day long, seriously. So, but to join these, I'm saying an easy way to do it would be to do a crochet edging round. Oh, okay, perfect, Beatrice. I couldn't even see who it was. I just saw all caps. Okay, so you would do a joining round on one, and then you would join as you go on the second one, so there's no sewing. It'd be awesome. So here's a couple of ways I'm thinking we could do this. I'm going to stand up now. So you could do cold shoulder by joining them, leaving the neck open, and then joining again here. Or if you joined here and left this open and joined from the corner down, you can have a bat wing type captain too. And then obviously I would really consider belting this whole thing. Or you could leave the side seams, you could leave it unsewn, unjoined from here down, so you'd have beautiful side seams. That would be really cool. I'm going to tie them and see if I can show you another thing I have in mind for these too. So, see if I can picture it without them. Okay, so you tied it around your neck here. And again, remember, we could do all of this sewing without sewing. We could do it by doing a simple joining round. So you could now that I've done that, you could sew all the way down the front here, bring these around the back, possibly make a wrap dress. Yeah, you might even be able to tie them too. Anyway, I can't figure it out without looking. So then there's another way where if you kept both the squares, both of them just flat squares going across, you could make it more, you could join all across the shoulder and then belt it underneath your arms. So like, let's say you kept both of them completely flat and made like a sleeve all the way across. So you would join from here all the way down to your wrist. And I was thinking doing like a flower motif along there and joining the flower motif to both sides. So you would see that flower go all the way down your arm. And then you would belt it down here and make just a beautiful dress that has kind of a sleeve to it, kind of like a bat wing sleeve. I know it might be hard to visualize that conceptually, but then I just brought a couple others. Pretty as this print. Isn't that beautiful? Still didn't even do just a triangular, or to do a rectangular shawl and just make a beautiful ornate edging around this whole thing. The beauty about rectangular shawls or square ones is that when you fold them in half on the diagonal, you actually get a triangle shawl, and by folding it in half and not making that fold perfect, you get a two-tiered edging. Wouldn't that be beautiful, with beautiful knitter crochet edging on there? You know, like the really ornate edgings. Ooh, that would be cute. Here's a fun rainbow one with butterflies on it. Another one, you could put a black edging on that, and that would be so pretty. You just make it a scarf or a shawl. And this one I bought this one in white with the gold, and I also bought it in the black one with the gold, and I bought two in the black with the gold because I'd like to make that a dress too. Whew, and I didn't even bring everything. That's just what I thought I could rush and grab this morning. I've been up since 4:30. Had to run somebody to the airport before heading off to get ready for this morning, and I couldn't sleep last night, so I think I've had, I don't know, 2.5, 3 hours sleep. But what are you going to do? That's life. Life always throws you things to juggle, right? We all juggle a lot of stuff. That's okay. Ooh, it's warm down here this morning. Thanks, Sherry. All right, so now that I've shown you a handful of different things, once the podcast goes to the recording and you can leave a static comment if you want to vote for any of these. I would love to see what you guys would like to see me make next, and we'll start a video series next week, maybe even. KB hubby called out of sick at 3:30. Is he sick, maybe? Called out of work? My screen went dark. I'm having trouble reading. Sorry. I think any one of these would be fun to work on next. This one I look at every day in my closet. I'm excited to work on that one. This one I think is fun just because it was a gift. Oh, I have a leopard print black and neutral scarf like this too that I'd really like to make a yoke to make a top in Be So Fine Raven. Somebody asked how Marlon did yesterday. He did really well yesterday, so he's made it back from his pulled muscle in his back, and he played really well yesterday. Thanks for asking. Sherry likes the blouse idea too. Thanks. And like the maxi skirts, I've been dreaming of these, oh my gosh, for years. I think that I've been hanging on to this to do that project since before I even started my yarn company. That's how long I've been dreaming of this project. But they're all fun, and they all constantly, I get reminded of these because I look at all of them in my closet. How much weight did you lose? I think I've only lost about 20 pounds so far, and I've plateaued at the 20-pound mark for a couple of months now, and I have no idea why. Well, yes, obviously I know why. I don't exercise right now. I have a really hard time trying to prioritize that or fit it into my schedule, and I know this is going to sound lame because all excuses are just excuses. You can always fit something in, but I'm having a hard time figuring out how to add exercise into my schedule right now. I'm sure if I did add exercise in, my weight would go down again, and otherwise I think I'm eating well most of the time, but I don't know. At least I haven't gained anything back. So I lost 20 pounds maybe 6 or 8 months ago, and then I've plateaued for 6 months, so at least I haven't gained it back. And I think that that's also really good. KB does 20 minutes first thing in the morning. Yeah, there's no way I could do that. I bust my buns to get out the door in the morning, but I have to get up so early. I have to get Marlon ready, get myself ready, get ready for the podcast, answer any emails that have come in overnight. You know, I start my day so incredibly early and multitask so much early in the morning that the idea of getting up at 4 or 4:30 to exercise first doesn't. Gail says when you get older it's harder to lose weight. Yeah, I agree with that. Probably so. I think it probably is. There are different secrets to learn. When you're younger, there's other things that you need to know, and when you get older, there's different things you need to know. And so learning the secrets of what works for you or your metabolism or your lifestyle is probably good. Oh, thanks, Cynthia. I wouldn't mind losing a little more weight. I don't like the way I look in the mirror, but you know, that's also a state of mind, right? I don't like the way my belly looks in the mirror. Otherwise, I don't mind my size at all. So if I could just have, you know, permanent Spanx right here, then I probably wouldn't want to lose weight. Oh well, we've all got something. Yeah, Donna, you know what, it's just not the right time, and that's what I tell myself. It's just not the right time. I've had so much on my plate this year that I'm just not going to shame myself about it. I refuse to do that. I can't do it anymore. I shamed myself for so many years for so many things, and the older I get, the less energy I have for beating myself up about things. I feel really good about what I do accomplish every day. And I just try not to worry about that. So I eat as well as I can, and like I said, the fact that I've plateaued is also a success. When I yo-yo diet, and I've yo-yoed so much in my past, and I know others have done it as well, it comes right back. So the fact that I've kept my same weight for so long now, that's huge for me. Well, that's exciting, DJ. You weren't even trying and you lost 60 pounds. Yeah, the fact that, yeah, Lisa agrees with me. The fact that I haven't gained it back is huge in itself. You know what I'd like to do is, if I could figure out the right camera equipment, I'd love to go for a walk on the beach with all of you in the morning. I think that would be fun to do a couple days a week. And so, if I could find the right equipment to be able to carry the camera, show you the beach, and talk to everybody and see the screen still, that would be a great way to add a little more exercise. I eat healthy most of the time, Cynthia. Most of the time. I also don't eat way too frequently, like I forget to eat, so I'm not eating consistently, and that's another mistake that I make. Yeah, wouldn't that be great, Beatrice? So I need to find the right camera equipment. Will Smith showed one on his Instagram feed one day. It was something he wore around his belt, like a fishing belt, and it jutted out kind of like a selfie stick but longer, and it put the camera out there so that way I could still see the screen, walk, and you could still see the water, and we could go for a walk together. And I think that would be awesome, because I know a lot of you like to walk while you're watching, and so for all of us to be able to go for a walk together and do a little bit of exercise would be kind of cool. And then my hands would be free, so if I felt like knitting or crocheting while I'm walking, I could do that as well. And maybe do that, you know, a couple days a week, and then sit here and show stuff a couple days a week. Oh, that's good, Lisa. Oh, Raina remembers seeing it with Will Smith. Do you remember what he called it? Because I haven't been able to find it. Yeah, walking would be great. Thanks, DJ. Red tide, don't know. You know, there's so many conflicting reports on the news, and I don't care for watching the news because I don't know what to trust. I don't think anybody's truly honest there. Don't know. I read a scientific report yesterday that said that the findings have been across the board, anything from a low range to a high range, but it also said red tides bloomed here annually since 1840, or since they started recording it, which means it was going on before that. So it's hard to say, yes, it's been longer this year than normal, and yes, there are other complications with other things going on, but red tide is surprisingly normal. It is taking longer this year, but there's also other toxic algae in the water, so I'm not sure which is what anymore. But there are still dead fish along the shoreline. So it is still going on. It's not affecting me though. My eyes aren't burning and I'm not coughing anymore. So not sure what is out there still. Good morning. Good, how are you?
Good.
Have a nice walk.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Thanks, you too. Thanks, Susan. This is the Sweet Clara top. It is a top-down raglan shaped crochet pullover. You can find the pattern and charts on my website. You can also find an 8-part video series here on YouTube. Oh, I missed a comment about my phone and a selfie stick. I really like the Will Smith one because I liked the fact that it was hands-free and I could still show you guys stuff, whether I picked stuff up off the beach or carried stuff with me. And it looked like it was a little further away so you could see more of the view too. Wow, so much for my curls. I left the house with curly hair this morning. Oh my gosh, we went over on time too. Sorry about that. All right, let's take this last minute here to look out on this gorgeous view. Soak in the colors of the clouds, the sky, the water, the sand. Listen to the waves for one more minute and set our intentions for the day and for the weekend. Thanks everyone for taking time out of your busy day to spend a few minutes here with me. Don't forget, if you want to vote on the projects that I showed you for future projects, please remember to leave a recorded comment when the video goes recorded. Also, if you'd like to tell me what Yarn on the Beach means to you, that would be a great place to write it because I would love to read it later on when I'm home. If you have any other questions or concerns or requests, please also feel welcome to leave those in the comments. If you like Yarn on the Beach podcast, please give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, subscribe to my channel, and click that bell button if you want to be notified every time we go live. Today's the 200th episode, but you all know we're here 6 days a week to watch the sunrise and enjoy each other's company in front of this beautiful view. Monday through Saturday from 7:45 a.m. to 8:15 a.m. Eastern Time. Let us make time to create, share, and inspire today and every day. Thanks everyone. Happy 200. See you next time. Bye.